Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through this simple data flow diagram for our social media app architecture. Once you get this, you will basically know how the front end and back end talk to each other and how data moves around the whole system, including third party like Clark and Cloudinary. So let's start. This is the user. This is the user A. Everything kicks off from here. So the user can sign off, log in, upload files, or just interact with the app in all kinds of ways. When someone sign off or log in, they do it from the client side. This is our React app, and we have got Clark set up to handle authentication. Clark pretty much takes the heavy stuff off your plate, things like managing users, handling session, or logging in with Google or GitHub. So this is the WAT provider. So all the top company, they provide the WAT, right? So now once a user signs in, Clark sends back an authentication token to the front end. So from front end, we can grab the token, and that token is like a digital pass. Every time the user sends a secure request to the backend, this is a request. You can see the arrow. Every time a user sent a secure request to the backend, that token goes along with it. So every time we pass this token, right? So on the server side, in our case, we're building it with Node.js and Express. So we have got the Clark SDK plugin with built-in middleware. So we can grab, so Clark provide a built-in middleware. If it lines up with what Clark expects, boom, the user gets access to protected routes. If not, Clark shuts them out right away. So Clark verifies this token. If this token is matched with the token we get from Clark SDK, if they are equal, that means this route or Clark let them in. Otherwise, there is no entry. So this is the basic flow. Alright, now let's move over to the file uploading. Imagine a user can upload a post. For example, let's say user posting a video on our app. So user can request, right, with a MB4 file, right? MB4 file. So to handle a file, we will use a Malter. So Malter is kind of file handling. So when a user sent a request with that file, temporarily we store that file inside our server, and then we can send to a Cloudinary with that file. So Cloudinary does its magic. So what it does, so Cloudinary just hosts that file and sends back a URL. This is the URL, right? And then after that, server create an instance. And that instant gets saved inside MongoDB as a JSON object. So in future, if you need any data, so we can query easily. So for example, let's user want that post again on our React. So user can send a post request, or user can send a get request, and then server query the data, right? So now MongoDB sends back a JSON object, and then server responds that JSON object, and instantly React picks that up and re-renders the UI, showing the latest post likes and comments without you needing to refresh anything. So this is the basic overflow or data flow. But we are not done yet, because we have also got real-time chat, and that's where Socket.io comes into play. Socket.io keeps a live connection open between client side and server side, kind of like they are constantly talking behind the scenes. So we don't need to wait to get message. Otherwise, the servers say, hey, do you have data? Do you have data? Do you have data? In and again, in and again. So, but if you use Socket.io, the issue is gone. So, suppose when a user A sends a message to user B, that message shoots up to the server, then gets pushed back down to both users instantly. No reloads, no waiting around, just real-time magic happening under the hood, right? Because Socket.io does that magic, just to connect client and server. So we don't need to ask, hey, do we have data? Do we have data? Do we have data? So yeah, once users send a message, instantly they connect each other like a phone call. So yeah, instantly they can talk, right? So this way user gets updated instantly, right? So here we are using chat features. You can use Socket.io for notification, right? And other use cases out there. So, and that, my friends, is the full data flow of our social media app, from user interaction through authentication, media uploads, database operation, and all the way to real-time chat. Once you wrap your head around this, you understand how most modern full-stack apps work today.